What's up guys, this is James First, and welcome back to more Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time, we finished exploring the second floor of the dorms, and finding more about interesting things such as Hiro's locker full of stuff, and a notebook containing something about Kyoko. Well, it was Kyoko's, but there was some stuff in it that didn't make sense based on what she said. So, we also explored more of the data room, finding out where that room behind it goes to. It's actually a control room for Monokuma. And that the mastermind is hiding under a hatch in there, and I just realized the floor is like security detail and all that. I never noticed that. And today we're going to be exploring more of the school that we haven't already, starting off with the headmaster's room. Kyoko was right, it is a mess. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. That's it? Okay. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Absolutely, I never do that often. Take a look at this. It was atop of that pathetically ostentatious desk. I never heard that word. I even forgot about it until now. It contains profile of all of us, and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it's also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt, Mukuro was a student here at Hope Sweet Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusawa, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro than what we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? There seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. Man, my Byakuya voice is all over the place during this project. Okay. We're never gonna... I don't think we have many other options to use the narrator voice that I gave this. So we're gonna read in that voice, probably for the last time. Mukuro reappeared suddenly in the background as an entity floats, but close, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if it's just a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro's definitely have some sort of connection to it. I have a bit of a feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. I have to say, that teacher sounds a lot different when you actually hear him. Okay. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean that Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. Well, I mean, Ultimate Soldier. No battle wounds or scars. Or maybe it means the Mastermind was even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file you should know. Well, what is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of Class 78. That should be enough of you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals as 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you want to keep that information in mind for later, and information was not in that sentence at all. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe think, oh, could that mean... Wait, what is he trying to say? There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Hey, some people are into it, trust me. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I just suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith into her. Huh?
In other words,
the cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. Well, what are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. If we look around the room, there's a lot to look at. Easy. Let's look at the bookshelf first. And that's a no coin or anything? Fine. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. No coin either? There are trophies and even a shield on display in the case. Wait, you're not gonna say anything about the katana? I'm surprised, since that's the first time I actually noticed that there. Okay. I guess, we don't need to look at the camera monitor. Let's just look at his desk. This is all the same. Yeah, this is all the same. So are we done here? Okay, pretty short room. That is really short. I have to say this while we're going on to the 5th floor. Yeah, 5th floor. I really like Byakuya's development. Like, I kind of make jabs at him and whatnot, but I really do like him as a character. When I first played this, I thought he was an okay character, but over time, he became one of my more interesting characters to me. I really like the development he goes through with this game. And hey, speaking of Byakuya, it's Byakuya's stalker. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Byakuya's in the 4th floor, just to clarify. Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not at all. I thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to this case, you would have to have something, right? And there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give me back. Give me back my precious time. Sometimes I think about that whenever I do stuff that is a waste of time. Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? Are you going through a Byakuya deficiency syndrome or whatnot? You're not a good for nothing, Toko. We'll accept you. And there's nothing in here except Toko. Wow, we're blazing through these places quickly. Next up is the garden. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here. It's not here. I'm sure there's more around here. I need to check. There's still just 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Why would you be scared of chickens? And yeah, that's it. Did the plant eat the body? Is it true? Oh well, this is something else. Well, we can check the shed. I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything close to a dead body. But if it's not here either, then it must be... I have no idea where. The corpses are aren't the only thing I need to check in there. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in the other case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab? Tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, probably the last time we'll unfortunately do it. I love doing the... I know it's... I love doing the voice, the narrator voice. That's all we need to check here. But where could our body have gone? I better start looking for it. It's kind of sad that I won't have any more options to use the narrator voice anymore. Maybe in another game, who knows. Alright, the last place we have to check is the Biolab that says RAR! I just paid attention to that. Well, here I am in the Biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Something funny story about refrigerators and whatnot. I know this is weird, but when me and my sisters were little, we will always do contests like at Walmart by putting our hand into the like freeze the low refrigerators where they had the meats and stuff. I don't know, just a weird story. Stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. It's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. We have all these. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this Biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right hand lights are off. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. Hey, good opportunity to use the voice. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. Maybe the ultimate, what do you call that? I haven't watched iZombie in years. In addition to gramicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know that the automated systems have been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate an alarm will sound immediately. In exterior stainless steel, we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now that this is some kind of makeshift board. About those lights by each slot. It looks like it's a set for when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which will mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey Hero. Makoto! Why do you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he had to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go! Hero, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope. And I used to call envelopes envelope. This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. But what? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Then this girl is... Wait, why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not here. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture, but that's what's definitely unnatural, is everyone else in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean, could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep rambling this soliloquy? Soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
How to say that. You know, you're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But, I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I give you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which will mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all things up. No, I have to clear all this up. We have Fina here in the dining hall. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto! Sorry, I gotta go. What? She ran out so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina. Why? Why won't you talk to me? Byakuya's in the archive. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Hiro is back in the garden again. Let's see if we can talk to him now. Hey, Hiro! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out again. Huh? Toko? Toko, are you okay? No, no! She's not dead, is she? What? It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. Gee, I was asleep? Ah, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have you reached
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Shit up, horny. Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember is waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo, bazing, we share basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
You SOB!
And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Funny thing, when she says you SOB, when I was like, I think 15 when I first played this game, I always heard it as SOBing. I'm like, what the hell is SOBing? And then I realized later what SOB actually means. Okay. It was just funny. Cause even if she's forgot something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. But all I want to know is right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know, I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes, yes.
By himself? I assume so.
Oh, I'm on fire.
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Ah, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking his Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Right in front of your base, Makoto. This thing's important, but first... I pressed on it! Why isn't it hovering over it? Okay. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she's passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seeing what was in there, and... well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway...
Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse. Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in a class trial. The Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, I can finally now get a good look at the new body. Yes, Mukuro's new body, we're gonna look at that.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm gonna find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it. Fine, we'll wait in the corner like a good little boy. Can we look at this stuff? Okay, it's been a while. Kyoko, do you have everything? Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on that offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing there looking at her, I don't think she was hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the Mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Fine, let's look at the corpse. I can't do it. I can't look inside. It's understandable, buddy. What else should we look at? Okay. Tarps. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Ah, it's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Okay, Kyoko, are you done with your... Really? More? Okay then. What else can I look at? Maybe the lights?
It would seem...
It would seem the blue light comes on when the slot is occupied. There's about 9 of them. 9 lights. Hey, she's finally done. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Alright. Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do any work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and traces of blood, and it seems likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You may be equating several days old with simply old,
However...
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds make it sound like they've been there forever, that they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But all we got from the Monokuma file was that she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have done anything, could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can you? One of the many.
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins as imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities with prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. And then as they investigate, they test what they find against each of those possibilities. Of course, me telling you doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. Girl, he figured out like 4 of the trials, 4 or 5. 5 of them, yeah.
Hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, vital score 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that. They were indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about the finger tattoo. There is absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case, without doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba.
And?
Is that all you want to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad, leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a
Hey.
victim. Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
Phew.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Well, let's get it on, buddy! I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know, all those lockers on the second floor of the
Indeed.
dorms? I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need to get the handbook whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency
I
handbook.
see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must have been your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine that those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have any access to those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you said just makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, your father.
What? If that's true,
That video was real too? Video?
Makoto,
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could imagine. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you said with my own two eyes. Oh yeah, let me give you the headmaster's hand. That way you can... That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD. And it says, Class 78 Urgent Interviews?
So,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on the DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
In other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers for the questions I wanted to ask, for the rest of my life, and all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with a fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father found happiness. So why does it bother me so much to know that he died, he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
whew,
So that's it for my rambling. There's still so much to do before I consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or worse. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward, That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Let's go there. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took out the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have been only a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Then. Are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? Accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As of on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she ask us to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. And possibly undeniably
So,
me.
Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed to be a fairly normal conversation. But the I, in the here and now, have absolutely no memory of it. I have no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down and talking like him.
Shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh. It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Dad.
Now then, when it doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd probably be more of the same. Yeah, he'd ask them the question, and they all say yes. I couldn't help myself but let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right. It would seem... Hey.
A convenient outcome. Something that seems to obviously work in the favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or...
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is a promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. We will begin the final class trial next time. So, next time let's play Danganronpa Happy Havoc. We're gonna start to in despair. Alright? Or end up in more despair. I will see you guys then.